Welcome to SEC Insider. My friends, Lauren Sisler here with AL.com. We got Cole Cubelic with the SEC Network, as well as three-man front on WJOX Radio. And we're going to get the landscape of the SEC going here. 2 weeks into the football season, moving into week 3. We're going to go highs and lows. Best team on offense thus far. Who has impressed you the most offensively out of the 14 teams in the SEC?
Oh, it's got to be LSU. I don't think it's close. And they benefit from what LSU has been in the past offensively, a run-first team that at times just seemed hesitant or scared to put the ball in the air. They're totally different. I mean, you go back to that final drive for LSU, and you're passing the ball on second down, you take a sack. Everybody, including myself, is saying, why are you not running the ball 3 times, running some clock, punting, and allowing your defense to win this game? Instead, they drop back on second down, and then on 3rd and 17, Joe Burrow steps up, hits a strike over the middle of the field, and they go take it in for a touchdown. That's not LSU that we know. It's a different LSU football team. They have a gutsy, tough leader at quarterback. They have talented receivers. And even though I'm a little concerned about the run game and its consistency, I don't think it matters because I think Joe Burrow's that good. He's making great decisions. Joe Brady has brought this new offense with different pass concepts that make them very difficult to defend. And the main thing that I like more than anything else, LSU challenges the middle of the field consistently in their passing game. So many college offenses we see are just terrified to challenge the middle of the field. It's perimeter, sideline, screen, check down. LSU starts out going over the middle of the field, and they're not afraid to do it, and they'll do it for 4 quarters. They will make you defend it, and I think that helps open everything else up.
Okay, so Cole's got LSU in the offensive check box. Least impressive offense at this point.
Least impressive offense so far has to be Vanderbilt. You've got Pinckney at tight end, who's going to play in the NFL, Lipscomb at receiver, who's going to play in the NFL, and Vaughn at tailback, who is going to play in the NFL. And they have not been able to get things going offensively. Now, I understand you play Georgia week 1. It's a tough defense, but that's a defense that a lot of lost of guys. And we weren't really sure what they had back as far as a pass rusher and linebacker. And you still couldn't really find a lot of success there. You had 2 quarterbacks. You go with Riley Neal, who's not as mobile. He looked extremely uncomfortable against Georgia, and it wasn't much better at Purdue this past week. I felt like the plan would have changed, some things would have been implemented, and it didn't get much better week 2 than it was week 1. So having maybe the best trio of talent at tight end, receiver, and tailback in the history of Vanderbilt football, and you're not able to consistently get things going, that's been the most disappointing offense to me so far.
You've got to do better, Vandy. You got to do better. Okay, we're going to go we're going defense, right? Yep, we're going defense. We're going to go most impressive defense thus far. I got to keep things in order here, you know what I mean?
It's Auburn. And to be on that stage week 1 against Oregon with who some people believe might be the first quarterback taken in the NFL draft, or at least he's going to go in the first round.
Yeah.
We know that. You had a running back returning that was productive the year before, and I believe one of the best offensive lines in college football. And you go back and watch the way that Penei Sewell and Calvin Throckmorton and Shane Lemieux played in that game. I mean, they showed up to the fight. They came to fight that Auburn defensive line, and they showed up for that fight. But Auburn bettered them a little bit. And, yeah, the secondary helped. The linebackers helped. I thought K.J. Britt had a nice game. But that defensive line set the tone for that football game, and it's the reason the defense had continued success. And then you had a team that's extremely talented at rushing the football come in Tulane in your home opener, and I thought they did a nice job standing up to that, handling their business, taking care of things the way that they needed to. So most impressive defense for me has been Auburn. They lost their linebackers. K.J. Britt's looked great. Chandler Wooten's played well. You've had contributions from different guys, but K.J. has been solid inside, and the secondary doesn't get enough credit. So I think it's an easy choice, Auburn, so far.
Okay, what defense do you have going?
It's kind of tough because you go back and forth. I'm going to go Tennessee just because your head coach is a defensive guy. Your head coach is a former defensive coordinator for a national champion and knows that side of the ball. And I visibly have seen him coach them from the field on that side of the ball. And when I put the film on and see defensive linemen running into each other in twists, and I see linebackers blitzing into the rear ends of defensive tackles, I don't know what in the hell is happening when I watch that Tennessee defense. And they've got a couple guys over there. Don't tell me that Batuli can't play linebacker and Darryl Taylor can't rush off the edge and Nigel Warrior can't play safety. It's not like you can't use the no talent excuse. And I'm not saying they have enough talent to be shutting people out every week, But they do have some guys. So for me, and if it wasn't for a bounce-back game last week, it would have to be Missouri giving up 300 yards plus rushing against Wyoming. But they did show up against West Virginia. I think it's Tennessee.
All right, he's Cole Cubelic, SEC Insider. Thanks so much for watching. For all your football updates, you can visit us on AL.com.